Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice for radio. So today, we're opening a Lost Thunder booster box. Today is the release date for Lost Thunder. It is Friday the 2nd of November, the first Friday in November, which means we're going to get a new set. It's always the first Friday of February, May, August, and November. Lost Thunder is a set today, and the lovely folks at Chaos Cards have sent us a booster box. Sometimes I mention Chaos Cards in my video because they are my favourite online card seller, and sometimes they are sponsoring. Today is a sponsored video, let's be upfront about that, but let's also be upfront about the fact that there are many other places that have asked to sponsor, and I have said no. The reason I say yes to Chaos Cards as a sponsor is because they're the ones I use. When I buy my Transformers cards, I go there. When I buy my Pokemon cards, I go there. And over on Wassy Plays, youtube.com/Wassy Plays, we are going to we started doing Keyforge. We're going to play some Keyforge games. Anybody want to guess where I've pre-ordered my Keyforge stuff from? It's not a shop that isn't Chaos Cards. It's organic, ladies and gentlemen. They're the only ones I'd say yes. What am I hoping for, Samcon99? I mean, the money card in this set is Rainbow Rare Alolan Ninetales. That is the most valuable card in the set. But honestly, lots of GXs and Incredible Hulk shirt. That's not, I don't want to get it out of my box, that's what I'm wearing. And obviously, full art Professor Elm's lecture. So let's get rolling. We have a Chinchou and a Hoppip. I mean, we're opening a whole box, right? We're going to get all the commons. We start off with a Rev Hollow Kecleon and Zeb Striker. Zeb Striker is a phenomenal card. Discard your hand once during your turn and draw a new hand of 4 cards. It is awesome. It's not shiny, it's not a GX, but as a kind of rare card, it is one of the best cards in the set. I think Zeb Striker is great. I'm also doing a different thing this time. I'm going to leave both me piles here so you can see exactly where we are. So let's throw some questions out during the stream today. And we'll start off with, and if you're watching on YouTube later, pop it down in the comment section. What card is your favourite from Lost Thunder? What do you think is the best card in the set? So, we got a Rev Hollow Trico and Beartic. That is not one of the best cards in the set. I would also be amazed if I got a shirt from this box. Pulling a t-shirt out of a box of Pokemon cards would be somewhat... That would be a trick, ladies and gentlemen. That would be a trick. I mean, to be fair, it's going to be hard to beat our Dragon Majesty opening, where we got, like, Rainbow Rare and a couple of... I mean, it was a Redonk opening. Although, to be fair, our Celestial Storm opening was no slouch. Ooh! Magina is an alright little reverse holo. And Donphan! I love this Donphan. It's kind of got a built-in focus sash. If it's got full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it goes down to 10 HP. You know I'm going to be playing around with Donphan. I adore Donphan in this particular set. Butterfree for sleep and a Pokemon that prevents status flips. Alright, Sceptile GX, Zera Aura GX. Yeah, there's so much support for Lightning. Lightning becomes a really good type because of this set. Electro Charger, Zera Aura, and Thunder Mountain kind of add up to really good Lightning support in this set. So Rev Hollow Pyroar, it's a rare and a card I like very much for a bit of energy denial. And Alolan Persian. I don't really like Alolan Persian. I adore the Alolan Meowth in this set. 70 damage if you go second on your first turn of the game, and counter game's pretty good. But I'm not a huge fan of Alolan Persian. It may not be one of the best, but Zera Aura GX 100%. Hello, Torturer of Souls 123. Sceptile GX, yep. Can't argue with Sceptile GX, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good card. Alright, time to start pulling some of these money cards, I think. Lowland Vulpix we like. Schnubble we like. Marini's quite good. Rev Hollow Jumpluff is good. It's the Lost Marcher. Everybody loves Lost March. And Ampharos. I don't mind Ampharos as a card. It's quite a nice card. I mean, the ability to discard 2 lightning energy from your hand and automatic paralysis is quite nice. Oh, and a couple of supporters, a Kahili and a Whitney. But I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. It's not stunning. It's not an amazing... It's not a great pull. So, we're getting through a few packs here. Still no great money cards. Yeah, how is everyone today? How are we all doing? Are we all happy? I've got this weird thing. I'm far too cheery a lot of the time. Rather than asking people if they're okay, I like to ask people if they're happy. So, lovely people in the chat, I ask you this question now. Are you happy? Rev Hollow Chinchou and... Ooh, Sigilif GX. I did say we needed to start pulling some GXs. There's one. Sigilif GX. It's alright. I like the ability. The ability basically says if it's damaged by an attack from an EX or a GX, you do that much damage back. And then we have a Mina as well. Alright, so we've got our first kind of money card. It's Sigilif GX. Regular GX, it's Sigilif. It's not the best one in the set, but it's kind of fun. I do like Sigilif GX. I'm sure there's a way to make it broken. So, we got some commons again. We're not going to dig into the common. There's 36 packs to open. I'm going to chuck them down so you can see them, but we're not going to discuss them much. Rev Hollow Granbull! I love Granbull. This is my personal favourite card from the set. Now, Donphan comes close. I love me some Donphan, but Granbull is my favourite card in the set. And Primarina. Yay. I'd rather have the Granbull, to be honest. Although Netball is a good card. And Sightseer is one of the very best cards in the entire set. This is a phenomenal card. Draw 2, you got 5 cards in hand. Before drawing, you may discard as many cards from your hand as you like. Granbull, I'm a huge fan of Granbull. 160 for 1 energy if you've got 0 cards in hand. As a dude, there was a 1,300 person tournament in Japan where some dude got 9th with Granbull. So, as soon as this set is legal for tournament play, that is going to be my go-to deck. I love me some Granbull. And there's a Schnubble. So there we get ourselves a Poipole. Rev Hollow Choice Helmet I like. This is a very good card from the set. And Tapu Bulu. Best of the Tapus. Not necessarily in terms of playability, but in terms of design and awesomeness, gotta love yourself a bit of Tapu Bulu. And, ooh, this is a good pack. Shuckle's great for discarding basic energy from your deck, and Professor Elm's Lecture is a great card because you search for 3 Pokemon with 60 HP less or put them into your hand. I mean, that's awesome. Yay, we have our first cheer of the day. If you want to brainstorm Granbull or Slowking, let me know. And that's a chap who did very well, if I remember correctly, over in Offenbach with Slowking. I think you might be someone I hit up to go over some deck lists with. Alrighty then, we have an Onyx. The most controversial video I think I've probably ever made was when I gave Onyx its own video. And then it got featured in a deck. Oh, it's not a good pack, I got a Toxapex. Boo. But it got featured in the winning deck. So that tournament I talked about, and these are good trainer cards as well, Wait and See Hammer and Spell Tag. So the 1,300 person tournament, Onyx was literally featured in the winning deck. And I went back to the video where people flamed me for making an Onyx video. I went back. Hello, Greece. And I responded to one of the people and I said, hey, this has just been featured in the winning deck in a giant tournament. Have you changed your mind about this? And they went, oh, why are you responding to a comment from months ago? It's a weird thing about people. They're really quick to tell you they're wrong. But if you then go back with data and prove that you were right, they then just insult you for being petty, which is strange. Litwick and Rabombi. I quite like Rabombi. Stops effects of supporter cards to all your fairy Pokemon. Not bad. And don't get me wrong, right? I'm wrong as much, probably more than anybody. Because I make a lot of videos, I make a lot of predictions. But there's just something weird about the mentality. People come after me hard when they think I'm wrong. And then when I turn around and go, oh, actually, I was right, here's my proof, it's usually a little bit later because I've had to wait for the proof to come around. And without question, every time I call somebody on flaming me for a prediction which turned out to be correct, the response I always get is, oh, why do you still care? It's been ages. And I'm like, whoa! Come after me hard when you think I'm wrong, but at least have the humility to go, yeah, good point. Rev Hollow Heracross, and I love this Victini. I adore this Victini. It's a big set. There's a lot of cards I like. Get used to me saying I like a lot of these cards, or get ready for it, I suppose. In expanded with the new Giratina, I think this new Victini is nuts good. I think it's awesome. 20 damage for each of your basic Pokemon in play. It's so good, ladies and gentlemen. I adore it. I am almost certainly going to play Victini in expanded first chance I get. I don't think it's Torture of Souls. Let me be clear. I don't think a lot of it's hate. I think a lot of it is people just expressing their opinions in an internet way. I have this weird feeling, right? I have this weird naive way of thinking. I want this lovely world where we all have these conversations, and then if someone's wrong, they're like, oh, I was wrong, let's have a friendly conversation. That's genuinely the world I live in, and I get sad sometimes where people don't agree with me. But I genuinely, I'm wrong about so many things. I said Incineroar was going to be great. I said Darkrai was going to be rubbish, the amazing one that won Worlds 3 times. Right, Alolan Persian and Macargo. Nice. I like Macargo. Quad Macargo has had a bunch of success in Japan. The ability says once during your turn you may discard the top card of your deck. Also, Skip Blue Man Adventure Bag. If it's a basic energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon. And obviously it combines really nicely with the Macargo from Celestial Storm, which lets you put any card on the top of your deck. So, yeah. Really cool. So, 2GX, I'm going to be honest, we're over a quarter of the way through the box. And 2GXs is not what I was hoping for. But then again, I believe that, it might have been the last box. It might have been the Celestial Storm box we did, where the first half of it was like garbage. And then it got so much better. I'm going to be honest, I've caught a glimpse of a black border. I think there's a Prism Star in this. What is it? Thunder Mountain. This card is brokenly good. It is over the top good. This is what I want from Prism Star cards. Amazing, one per deck. And Nihilego. This was featured in the Zapdos deck I had a look at on my channel very recently. For one energy, and a Mina and a Professor Owl. For one energy, if you have exactly 2 prizes remaining, if your opponent has exactly 2 prizes remaining, you get to copy any of their attacks on the field. It's identical to Zoroark GX attack. It's Lost Thunder, the new set. Just as long as they've got 2 prizes remaining, it's so brokenly good. No, the dark Black Market Prism Star, the Darkness Stadium, that's not coming out until Team Up, the next set. This set has Thunder Mountain for lightning, it has Life Forest for grass, and it has Heat Factory for fire. We've got Mixed Turbo Rev Hollow and... yeah, Granbull! I love Granbull. Oh, and the good news is that's 2 Granbull I've pulled already, so we're halfway towards my deck. And I want to say that's my first Electro Power. I don't remember seeing another one of them yet. Hey-ho. Alrighty then. How good would Caleb get him as Buzzgarb deck, but instead of a third Trubbish, a Ditto Prism? I mean, Ditto Prism Star is over the top good. I want to pull one of them in this box. Evolves into any stage 1. Oh my goodness, yes please. So, Pineco, Eevee, Rev Hollow Cyber, and Wigglytuff. I'm going to be honest, right? Wigglytuff is great in a pre-release as long as you've got and a Fairy Charm in the same pack. And Chuckle's good. It does more damage if you've got a Fairy Charm attached. In a pre-release, if you got Wigglytuff and a Fairy Charm, it was a great attacker. In standard format, yeah, I'm not 100% convinced. Not sure about it. Yay! Cemetery Hill just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. If anybody's got an Amazon Prime subscription, do remember you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. Chuck it my way, I would be delighted. That wasn't an order. I wasn't saying chuck it my way. That would be rude. I was suggesting that if you felt so inclined, you could. I do like to think I'm a nice person. I certainly try and act like a nice person. Rev Hollow Larvitar, the bad one, and Tangrove. Ugh. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we have got 2 packs left from the first half of the box. And as it stands at the moment, we've pulled Sigilif GX, Macargo GX, and Thunder Mountain Prism Star. Had I bought half of a box, and those were my pulls, I would not be a happy Wassy. So what do we got? We got Litleo, we got Yamask, we got Skiddo, we got Chansey, we got Schnubble, Rev Hollow Fampi, and Unknown Hand. Unknown Hand is the best of the unknowns. That's the if you've got 35 or more cards in your hand, you can win the game. And I have shown you a video on the channel of when this actually worked. It was played with Verizon. And yeah, it's good. It's like legit viable. The only problem is it relies on Verizon's GX attack, whereby you pick up all your Pokemon as a GX attack. And if your opponent drops like a Judge or a Marshadow to disrupt your hand the turn after you use it, and they'll always have a turn where they can, it goes very badly. Rev Hollow Miltank, which is a rare, and unknown damage. We appear to have reached the unknown section of the opening. Oh, and Memory Energy is quite nice. Alright. So, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. First half of the box, not a success. This is not a good first half of the box. I mean, 2 GXs and a Prism Star, no. That's the greatest unknown. Need to play something with it since I have them tattooed on my arm. Yeah, that does introduce a lot of pressure to play an unknown focused deck. As a side note, when I was a huge... my first breakout performance was with the old Donphan Prime, and I did have Unknown R, where you just benched it and drew a card. It's exactly the same as the unknown everyone's been playing in Vespiquen. Oh, I've got fond memories of that. Rev Hollow Marip and Shaman. I mean, look, it's a holo, but sooner or later this box is going to have to start producing the goods. Sooner or later this box is going to have to start producing the goods. We've had... I mean, the last opening I did was actually on my birthday, as it happens. I opened Actually, I opened this. It's right next to me. I opened me Dragon Majesty Theme box, Elite Trainer box, which was a great opening. And I opened some Transformers cards and pulled one of the 2 secret rares that are 1 in 79 packs. That's almost 1 in every 3 boxes. So that was awesome. Today, we're currently in a disappointment mode. Although we are on track to have a playset of Granbull, and that is a rare, so... Alrighty then. Rev Hollow Cyndaquil and Shedinja. I like Shedinja. You can basically turn it into a Life Dew by attaching it to one of your Pokemon. And Netball's a good card, and I like Wait and See Hammer. There's a Meowth that we don't have yet, which, if it's on the bench, you can discard a Wait and See Hammer from your hand and draw 2 cards. So playing that Meowth with 4 Wait and See Hammer is pretty cool. Come on, give me something good in this pack. Combee, Litleo, Cutiefly, Hoppip, Celebi Prism Star. I don't think it's very good. As always, I have literally done a video about every card in this set, so please do check them out on my channel. Just go on the channel and search for any card. You'll find it easily enough. What's the rare? Electivire. Yeah. And then we get Fairy Charm Grass and a Moo Moo Milk. Got them spending love on my upper arm and a Pokeball on my lower arm. Serious question, can I make magic videos? Honest answer, probably not. There's 2 reasons I generally don't cover It's old, really well-established games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. Right, we got Rev Hollow Primarina, which is a rare, and Cobalion. I mean, look, the Tapu Koko deck I just did on my channel today features Cobalion, but that's not great. So there's two reasons I don't cover stuff like Magic that's been going for a while. First reason is, it is so difficult. I have got 10 years of collecting Pokemon knowledge. And I keep up to date with Pokemon, but even before I started playing, I've done so much research, played in old formats, etc. Trying to get that knowledge for a game like Magic that's been going 25 years will be so difficult. Rev Hollow Stunfisk and Unknown missing. I mean, the good news is that is now all three of the Unknown. We have now completed the set. And whereas with Pokemon I've managed to do it, the amount of time and effort it would take would be huge. And bearing in mind, right, my videos are basically built on, hey, look how much I know about the game. Secondly, there's so many people already covering Magic. It's such a mature game, there's so many people that already cover it beautifully, I don't think they need me to cover Magic. Alrighty then, Cutiefly, Hoppip, Eevee, Hoppip, both Hoppips, Pipitpeck, Rev Hollow Carbink, and Sceptile GX. Yay. I mean, to be fair, right, it's a good GX. It's a really nice GX, although I don't think we've pulled any Grovyle yet, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, I love Sceptile GX. It's a really good card. It came in the top 4 at that big tournament in Japan with Alolan Executor. It's quite nice. And to be fair, the GX we pulled so far are quite nice. Still not really gotten into any of the money cards yet. So if you look at like Wassy Plays, that's my other channel, youtube.com/WassyPlays, do please check it out. You'll notice that I'm focusing on newer games, things like Transformers and Keyforge, games where I can get in nice and early, where there aren't already people covering the game in lots of detail, and where I can really clean up by, first of all, knowing everything about the game from early on, and secondly, being one of the first people covering it. Ooh, Xerneas Prism Star. Woo! I still think there should be a one-of in basically every fairy deck. And Lugia GX. Now that's a better pack, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling both of these in one pack, I like. Trying to get them in the center of the screen, I don't like as much. That's a good pack, ladies and gentlemen. That's a nice pack. Plus an Electro Power as well. If I'd just gone into a shop and bought a single pack, I would be delighted. So the second half of the box already beating the first half. First half had 2 GXs and a Prism. This has 2 GXs and 2 Prisms. So we're already winning. And this happens weirdly often. This happened in one of my other openings. I don't like the idea of doing like halves of boxes in left and right half, because I think a lot of the time one of the halves really is better than the other. Rev Hollow Silcoon and Beautifly. Yeah. Oh, there's my Grovyle. That's a very grass pack. That's like 6 out of 9 Pokemon are grass. And Encounter Catcher. Lovely. Alrighty then. F. So yeah, that's a very long answer to the why don't I cover Magic. I really want to focus on newer games. And look, I will almost certainly get suckered into Magic one day. And by now, you guys probably know me well enough to know that as soon as I start playing Magic, I'm going to start covering it. But it would have to be limited formats and, you know, pre-releases and things of that nature initially. I couldn't just go straight into, like, standard format. There's a Snubble. There's a Slugma. Rev Hollow Larvitar, the good one. Seriously, this got featured in, like, a tournament-winning deck. And Zeraora GX. I mean, look, we all know how good Zeraora is. I do cover Dragon Ball. Over on Wassy Plays, I do cover Dragon Ball. I've taken, well, not a break, but I've wound down my coverage a little bit of Dragon Ball to focus on Transformers and Keyforge while they're new. But yes, I do play Dragon Ball and buy Dragon Ball and make videos. No, me and Dragon Ball have a good thing going. I love Dragon Ball. But again, the releases in Dragon Ball are so fast, you take like 5 minutes off and then it's really difficult to get back into it. But I will, of course. I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's a great game. It's not Pokemon, but it's a great game. Oh, that's my boy. That's the one. Ditto Prism Star. It's never going to be an expensive card. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but all the Prism Star cards never go above like $5, like £3 in the UK. And the reason is super simple. You can only put one in your deck, so nobody wants a playset. And it's a Fortress. No one's excited. Okay, so we're getting a nice collection of Prism Stars. We're actually up to, in this box so far, was it 4 Prism Stars? Xerneas, Celebi, Thunder Mountain, and now Ditto. And to be fair, Thunder Mountain and Ditto are the 2 best Prism Stars in the set. Okay, so on this half of the box, we're actually at 3 GX's free Prism Stars, which is nice. I still want more, of course. Alrighty then, what do we get? We got a Nincada, we got a Blitzel, we got a Slowpoke, we got a Bruxish, we got a Larvitar, Rev Hollow Dedenne, and Moltres. I do love the art of Ditto Prism Star. He just fully looks like he's getting ready for like 1930s fisticuffs. It's so much fun. Love me some Ditto Prism Star. Ditto's about $10 right now. To be fair, Ditto is going to be a one-off in so many decks. The thing to remember is prices of these kind of singles in these set, they're always inflated right before the set comes out. They usually, if you can wait, it's always worth waiting a couple of weeks. Wait for the prices to normalize a little bit. As people open more and more Lost Thunder, there's more and more Ditto going into circulation. And the price will come down. Rev Hollow Quilava and... ooh, Full Art Morty. Woo! I mean, look, it's still not a... of the Full Arts, let's face it, we wanted Professor Round's lecture. Morty, I like Morty. It's... if one of your Psycho Pokemon was KO'd during your last turn, you get to shuffle 2 cards from your opponent's hand into their deck. It's alright disruption, but it's not... I just don't see it seeing a lot of play, if I'm honest with you. It's nice to get a full art, and look, the first half of the box sucked. Right, we've got 6 packs left, and my daughter's got 5 minutes till bedtime, so we probably better start getting a move on. But yes, so stuff and things. It's not a great card, but it's nice to have a full art. And the second half of the box is paying out. Rev Hollow, Sizzle, and Miltank. We did get a reverse hollow Miltank earlier in the box, which was quite nice. And Fairy Charm, Dragon, Grovyle, and Custom Catcher. Not bad to finish off the box. Well, the side. 5 packs left. I'm counting down the packs quite loudly, just in case my wife is listening, thinking like, come on, Wassy, we need to put the baby to bed. Fun side note, my wife does not call me Wassy. It's almost like we're married and she calls me by my real name. Right, Slowpoke, Bruxish. Does anyone out there like Bruxish? Question for the chat. Rev Hollow Dustox and... Ho-Oh. Yeah. What I love, now that I do videos about like every card that comes out, all of these cards now I've got like memories from the videos. So like all of these cards, except some of the pre-evolutions, I've sat down and spent like an hour or 2 making a video about them. So I've got like fond memories of pretty much all of these cards. It's really quite cool. Not seeing a lot of love in the chat for Bruxish. Alrighty then. So we got Litwick, Chikorita, Natu. Natu's good. Rev Hollow Spinarak and Steelix. And then Fairy Charm Fighting, Skip Bloom, and a Pinsir. 3 packs to go. Can we get one more good card? To be fair, in this half of the box, we've had 3 GXs, 3 Prism Stars, and a Full Art Supporter. I would feel so bad if I split this box with somebody. Because either I'd pull way better than them and feel mean, or way worse than them and feel hard done by. So, Patchy, Poplio, yay! I still love Poplio. Oh, Life Forest Prism Star. We're doing well on Prism Stars. No, oh, and a Dustox. There we go. No, whatchamacallit. We've not got Heat Factory yet, but we've got the other two stadiums. Alrighty then. Right. 2 packs to go, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get an obscene money card in the last couple packs? Can we get our rainbow rare Alolan Ninetales? That would be nice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've only actually got 5 GXs from this box. To be fair, we have also had now 2, 4. We've also had 5 Prism Stars and a Full Art Supporter, but I wouldn't mind another GX before we finish. Ooh, Rev Hollow Raikou and Smeargle. Yeah. And then a Kahili and a Dedenne. With fun fact, if anyone hasn't noticed, there's both a Fairy and an Electric Lightning Dedenne, both in this set. The Lightning one is way better. Alright, last pack, ladies and gentlemen. What can we do in the last pack? Can we make the last pack work? I would like it if we could. Come on, great last pack. So we got Natu, Houndour, Alolan Diglett, Trico, Chansey, Rev Hollow Poipo. This is our last chance for a good card. Wow. Wow. That is an underwhelming end to the box. Although Sightseer is good. Also, I feel vindicated because so many people thought the card was called Tourist. But David Hockman told me it was Sightseer. And I stuck with it, and it is Sightseer. So that really is a tale of two halves. In the first half of the box, we got Macargo, we got Sigilif, and we got Thunder Mountain. That was it. They were our good pulls from the first half of the box. Underwhelming would be an understatement. Boom! Language. When we get into the second half box, we got Zeraora, we got Sceptile, we got Lugia, we got Ditto Prism Star, we got Xerneas Prism Star, we got Life Forest Prism Star. Let's move it down to a row, shall we? We got Celebi Prism Star, and we got Full Art Morty. First half of the box, very bad half of a box. Second half of the box, pretty nice half of a box. So we end up with 5 Prism Stars, all different, that's alright. 5 GXs, all different, no Full Art, no Rainbow Rare, and 1 Full Art Supporter. Not an amazing box, not a great box, but a fun box anyway. We're not going to do the Island Guardians GX collection today, unfortunately. I will, however, be streaming my opening of it tomorrow. I will let you know on Twitter the best time. So if you're watching live on Twitch, or even if you're watching on YouTube, but you're watching kind of before Saturday afternoon UK time, check Twitter at the Wassy, where I will be telling you when that opening is happening. For now, ladies and gentlemen, huge thank you to you guys for watching on Twitch, and anyone watching on YouTube. Huge thank you to Chaos Cards. Yes, they sponsored this video. They were like the 6th or 7th one that asked. They are just the best online card store. That's why we do it. And I don't mind saying that, and I don't feel mean or like a sellout saying that. They're my favourites. So I support them. And then, of course, the usual deal, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Have a conversation in the comment section. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, which is a good time to do so. And do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where we talk about things like Dragon Ball and Transformers and Keyforge and video games. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.